Okay, I want to demonstrate to you how I use the banjo. This is just kind of an inexpensive banjo that anybody can get at Home Depot or Lowe's or someplace like that. You want the consistency of your mud to be about like a pancake batter. If you're making pancakes, about like that. And it doesn't take a whole lot of water to make it that way. I either have a sponge or a rag in my water when I add water, and I just kind of get used to filling a sponge with a certain amount of water and putting it in there. And you want to load your tape like this, so that it comes around like this and then in this way. Some people turn it over and run it this way, like this. You know, that don't work. It's got to come up over the top. Then you run it up like this, up, around, and through the opening here. Fill it almost full. If you're not quite as strong, you don't want to fill it full because that thing gets pretty heavy. So for you ladies out there, don't have the strength to hold it up, just fill it half full. And latch it like that. Then right over here there's some adjustment. It's kind of dirty. But there's these wing nuts right here that you can adjust this blade right here. And that's adjust the amount of mud that comes out underneath your tape. And I'll show you about the consistency that I like. When I start in a room, I'll start at one corner and just work my way to my right because I'm right-handed. So pull out a little bit, and sometimes if it won't start, tip it like this and go like that, and it'll start a lot easier. This is a messy process. You can kind of see about how much mud is coming on the back of that. That's how I like it. And then you can use this blade to cut the piece. And don't run it all the way to the corner. Leave a little bit of gap because you're going to have a corner piece that comes in like this, a horizontal or a vertical corner piece. Get it started. Hold it over here with your left hand. We went in ahead of time and we filled in any real bad holes or cracks that are more than like 3/16 of an inch, quarter of an inch. We filled them in with Durabond 90 ahead of time. That's all the horizontal stuff in here. you come back and you don't do very much. This is about all you'd want to do at one time before it starts, for the mud starts setting up on you. And just work off the excess. Start at the middle. I would start at the middle and go to the left. And then I go to the right. But if you start at the end, like if I were to start at this end and go this way, it'll crinkle that paper up. I have a little bit of, the reason I didn't run it all the way to the end there, got a little bit of extra gerb on the knee that I got to scrape off up there. You just want to bed that tape right into that drywall. And you want to take off any beads that you leave with the trowel, with the knife. Sure and grab any extra drippings that you have on the wall. Do the top, bottom, top, bottom. Always cleaning your knife. You want to use like a 4-inch bedding knife for this, or that's what I like to use, because you're able to really get in there and bed that on the tapered joint really well. Now right there, not enough mud there for some reason. I was starting to run out of mud. You can see when it doesn't bed right. So I just fill in a little bit of mud and fix that. Right in here I was starting to run low on mud, so I'll make sure, see right there? Come in closer. See where there's a gap right there? See that crack that's forming? It's not bedding. The tape isn't bedding. It's because that didn't have enough mud on it. Because I was starting to run out. See that? Right in there. So if you don't fix that right now, it's gonna give you problems when you go to start floating that out. And if it's just a little piece, sometimes like a bubble, it won't show up until you paint. So always make sure you got plenty of mud behind that tape. And a little wrinkle like that or that, it's not going to matter because all of that will be covered with more mud. These tapered joints, the taper starts about right here and right here. So you have this whole space from here to here that you have to fill with mud to create a perfectly flat surface here. So that's how you do that.